Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we're going to be doing two Buddhist temple inspired recipes. The first is mushroom lemongrass tofu stir fry, and the other one is Chay, which is a vegetarian pork dish. So let's start off with the first one. The ingredients you'll need is lemongrass. I like to get this fresh from my Asian grocery store and mince it up really finely so that it blends well with the recipe. I already have a jar here of minced lemongrass that I have ready to go. Make sure you just cut it really small. The second ingredient is tofu. You can fry fresh tofu. Get tofu at your local grocery store or use whatever type of tofu that you prefer. The next ingredient is wood ear mushroom. You can also get this at your local Asian grocery store. I'm personally really fond of this texture, so go ahead and mince them all up. The second type of mushroom you'll need is this mushroom right here, which is oyster mushroom. And for this one, you don't have to add it, but I like to add just a little bit extra oomph in my stir fry. Go ahead and just mince them and chop them up. Go ahead and heat up a pan with some sesame oil. I prefer sesame oil because it smells really good, but then I like to add my mushrooms on there just to sweat them out a little bit before adding the other ingredients like the tofu. In terms of seasoning, traditionally lemongrass, I also like to add a little bit of water in the beginning to kind of cook the lemongrass down so that it's soft, and then this is on medium heat. And then I like to add the tofu. These are the fried tofu puffs that I have. I like to use two types of sauces that you can find at your local Asian grocery store. I like to use vegetarian hoisin or mushroom sauce as the first one, and this one creates kind of a more dense sauce. And then I like to add a little bit of light soy sauce and just red chili flakes to the mixture. A lot of people add garlic and shallots and onions, but traditionally in Buddhist temple food, you do not add these pungent smells such as, shallots, onions, chives, or garlic because they arouse the senses and distract you from your meditation practice. So this is the end result after cooking for maybe 10 minutes. I like to eat it over rice, just plain white rice, because it is easy and it reminds me of temple food at its finest. So the second recipe that we're going to do is Chay, which is the Vietnamese vegetarian version of shredded pork. So the first ingredient you need is jicama or jamaica, carrots, some potatoes of your choice, tofu again, roasted rice powder, which I'll show you how to make later. So go ahead and just peel your carrots. You can also chop them finely like julienne, but I like to peel them because it just reminds me of the way I've traditionally eaten it growing up, and it's a little bit softer and faster to cook than just raw, crunchy julienne carrots. Go ahead and peel your potatoes as well, and you're going to do the same process with mostly all the ingredients. Is you're going to julienne them, peel them, make sure it's clean. So the next ingredient is the oyster mushrooms from before. You can pop these in, throw them, add extra just for more flavor, texture, and variety in your dish. Again, just julienning them so that they all have consistent texture. So out of all of these main ingredients, you're mainly going to fry the potato and the jicama, which is right here. Again, peeling, julienning them, Everything else you're just gonna kind of steam a little bit and mix together in a mild stir fry. I like to deep fry the jicama and the potatoes for that extra crunch, crisp texture, and I really enjoy it, especially when everything is a little bit softer. So I just put them aside right here. You can go ahead and start your oil right now while you're cutting up your last ingredients. Here I'm just doing the same thing with the tofu. So for this part, this is the roasted rice powder. I literally just blended some rice in my blender and sifted it, all the big chunks, and then roasted it on low to medium heat until it's a golden brown. You can also just buy it at your store if you're too lazy to do this, but I already had rice in my kitchen. So now your oil should be heated up from earlier. Go ahead and put in your jicama and your potatoes and let them crisp. While those are frying, I like to heat up a pan and start with my bean thread noodles. I literally just wet them, add some water, and steam them. Let that sit. By the time that's finished steaming, your potatoes and your jicama should be a golden crispy brown. Go ahead and take them out and put them on a paper towel to strain the oil. The bean noodles, steam really fast. They should be done in a few minutes. I just like to strain them and cut them into smaller strands so they mix a little bit more evenly. Add just a little bit of oil and then put in all your ingredients that you have not put in. Mix them around, let them sweat a little bit from the flavor. This dish is super easy and super simple. I don't like to overcomplicate it. Again, you can add all those spices if you prefer, garlic, or if you're not practicing or anything like that. But I like to just add black pepper and some light soy sauce to the mix, and that'll do it for me. So the gritty texture comes from that roasted rice powder that you saw earlier, and you can see here I'm just mixing it in evenly so it has that roasted, very nostalgic, smell that you get from temple food. So now that the chay or the filling is done, you can eat it in a lot of different ways. I like to do spring rolls and one other way, which I'll show you. So again, you can use butter lettuce, green lettuce, some bean sprouts with your boiled vermicelli noodles, add the filling in, and then just roll it up like a burrito almost. I like to go, horizontally, and then I fold in the sides halfway through and then just continue rolling it all the way. And then for sauce, I just do a vegetarian fish sauce or nukyam, and I like to add chili peppers so that there's a little bit extra kick. The other way to make it is just with noodles or rice, and you add all the fresh veggies in and throw it all together. So that is all the dishes I have for today. I hope you liked this video. Subscribe, comment, and like for more content. I will see you all in my next video. Bye bye.